Malacanang and the Defense Department quickly reacting to yet another harassment incident involving a Chinese vessel in the country's territorial waters. This after a merchant ship, the oil tanker MT Green Ora, helmed by Filipino Captain Noli Ebora, was allegedly harassed by a Chinese vessel claiming to be a warship in the Scarborough Shoal last September 30. Presidential spokesperson Salvador Panelo saying it should be handled by Liberia, the country where the oil tanker was registered.
In a way, it does not concern us because it's not a Philippine vessel.
In a statement, Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana said that because the ship reached its destination unharmed, the incident should not be blown out of proportion. Both Panelo and Lorenzana also called on China to respect international laws. However, defense and maritime law experts say what happened in the Scarborough Shoal should make the government do more than simply call out Beijing. Defense analyst Jose Antonio Custodio says the incident shows how China is turning up tensions by violating international law in waters relatively close to the nation's capital. He notes how Scarborough Shoal is only more than 100 nautical miles away from Manila, as well as its close proximity to key air and sea gateways such as Clark and Subic.
Scarborough is near our centers of gravity, So if the Chinese are upping the ante there, then we have to respond already and tell the Chinese enough is enough.
Meantime, maritime law expert J. Batong Bakal believes China showed its true intentions of controlling freedom of navigation in the West Philippine Sea through that incident.
Even though there was no damage in the end, and even though the vessel did reach its destination, the point is there was an interference in its navigation. Now, if you don't stand up for that particular point, and then that means that in the future, dumami pa yung instances where they will interfere with navigation, and it will be in the future it might be more serious.
The United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, defines the term innocent passage as continued navigation by ships without the purpose of entering a country's internal waters except in distress cases. Both Custodio and Batong Bakal believe the Philippines should take action to defend the right to innocent passage, such as diplomatic protests against Beijing and the conduct of freedom of navigation exercises in the country's territorial waters with Manila's allies. Paolo Barcelon, CNN Philippines.